Okay, we've got to talk. There is a misconception out there when it comes to perks packages and drink packages, and it can be leading you to make the wrong decision for your cruise. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, there is something that I see often come up on social media comments and even in YouTube comments. And this is this discussion about cruise line perks packages and drink packages. And when it comes to calculating the value of the package, I think people have got it all wrong. Now, this is definitely an opinion piece, so take everything that I say with a grain of salt. However, based on a lot of the comments that I see, there are some misconceptions out there that I think we do need to talk about. And this video will actually help you decide if getting a cruise line perks package, bundle, or beverage package is right for you. It isn't right for everybody, and I will share why. And I will share, I think, the value of the package that people don't really talk about. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Now, this video was inspired by my drive home from Florida. Yes, it was about 24 hours in the car, so I had a little bit of time to scroll through Facebook, and I saw comments again and again about these packages. And one of the comments that I saw is, I will never get the value of the package. After all, I don't drink 15 alcoholic drinks per day. Now, in this case, this was in reference to Princess Plus, but I've seen similar comments come up about many of the different perks packages. So mistake number one that I see is people overvaluing the beverage package portion of these perks packages. And this can be Princesses, Princess Plus, this can be Holland Americas, Have It All, this can be Norwegian's Free at Sea, this can be Celebrities package, this can even be the bundle packages that you could sometimes get with Royal Caribbean that include a beverage package and also include some other things like Wi-Fi. So it really does go across the board. But oftentimes what I will see is people leaving a comment, something like, I don't drink 15 drinks per day, and therefore I'm not getting the value of the package. Well, in the case of some cruise lines that do have a maximum of 15 alcoholic drinks per day, that isn't meant to be a challenge. It's not meant to be that it includes 15 drinks per day and you are expected to drink that or you don't get the value. It really is just a maximum. And I can tell you that in my case, I don't drink 15 drinks per day and the package is still worth it. But the reason is because there are other forms of value that you have to consider. And obviously, this does depend on every person and what you might use during your cruise. But the other forms of value to consider are what else comes with the package. So this can be crew gratuities or a crew appreciation. This can be Wi-Fi. This can be shore excursions or shore excursion credit. This can be specialty dining. And as well, the thing that people just never talk about is the convenience and even something else that I will share towards the end of the video that I think we don't calculate enough, and it really is part of the enjoyment of our cruise. The cost. Now, I admit the cost when you have to pay for your package upfront when you book your cruise can be a big sticker shock. I admit it, I've seen it myself where the cost of my cruise goes from one price and now it has increased by, let's say, $600 a person, for example. And it can make my cruise seem much more expensive. But if you really think about it, would you have that bill at the end of your cruise or even in portions as you lead up to your cruise because you are going to be purchasing those things anyway? Now, for me, I know it's a non-negotiable that I'm going to pay the crew gratuities or the crew appreciation. And I also know that for me, Wi-Fi is something that I absolutely need. And I think for many people, if they really calculated this honestly, they would see that more than likely they are going to be buying a certain amount of drinks. I can tell you our recent cruise that we were on, I did not have a beverage package. And for myself and my husband to get 2 frozen drinks at the bar, it was on Royal Caribbean, the drink was $17 plus gratuity. It ended up being, I think it was $37 for 2 drinks during the day. So if I do look at a beverage package and the cost of the beverages on a cruise, it can really be worth it to get that package. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I don't think that these packages are for everybody, but there are things to consider. So what to consider? Firstly, evaluate your own cruise line and what is the cost of the package, what is included in the package, and are you going to be using those things? And will they add to your holiday and to your vacation? And when it comes to the drink package, what is included in the drink package? Is there a maximum? Is the maximum only on alcoholic drinks? It might surprise you to know that in some cases, some cruise lines have a maximum of 15 drinks, even on non-alcoholic drinks. So you want to look at that and see if that is the best option for you, just in terms of the value. Is water and specialty coffee included? And is that something that you would like during your cruise? Now, beyond this is the part that I think people just don't talk about enough. And this is what parts of these packages are a value that maybe I wouldn't use if I didn't have it, but if I had it, I might use, and it might actually add to my cruise. Now, shore excursion credits for me are one of those things. There are some people who say they normally wouldn't book any shore excursions, but if a shore excursion credit comes with your package, you are more likely to actually book one. And if you book one, you might find that you do something really interesting in a cruise port that you wouldn't have discovered on your own, because maybe you would have avoided it and you would have thought you could just walk around near the cruise port or take a cab to a local beach, and it gives you a chance to have an experience that you wouldn't have otherwise had on your cruise. Now, when it comes to specialty restaurants, and this is something that is included in the perks package from Princess, which is called Princess Premier. It's also included in Holland America's perks package, but they include specialty dining. And I think this is another example. Do we need specialty dining? No, there's more than enough really good food on cruises, but if you can go to a specialty restaurant, that might give you another experience that you can remember your cruise, that you can enjoy during your cruise vacation, and there is value to that. Now, I still genuinely don't think that these packages or even beverage packages are for everyone, and I will share when and exactly why, and they're really practical reasons. But we do have to talk about the value of convenience. I like the fact that when I get a perks package, I don't drink, honestly, 15 drinks a day, but it gives me a chance to try different drinks, because if I didn't have the package, honestly, all I would be drinking all day would be Aperol spritzes, because I just love those. Those are really good. I maybe would drink one a day because they do tend to add up, and I would be drinking some wine oftentimes that I do bring on a cruise. There's nothing wrong with that, but we do have to talk about the value of convenience and the value of ease on a vacation. There is something really nice about not having to worry about the cost of many of those different things when you're on a cruise, knowing that your cruise has already been paid for, and in particular, even the beverages, because they really do add up on a cruise. And honestly, if you left it to me, if I didn't have a beverage package, I definitely do really think about every single drink that I get. I bring my wine on board. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm less likely to try some different things that maybe I'll find out that I really like. And I don't know about you, but I'd much rather know the cost of something before I do it than end up with a complete unwelcome surprise at the end of my cruise. So who are these packages not for, and when is it really not worth it to have one of these packages? Well, it really is very practical. If people have a large onboard credit, maybe that is you, maybe you booked during a time that you got a large onboard credit as a booking bonus. Other times, maybe you've booked and you have a future cruise credit, so you now have an onboard credit that you've started with. Maybe you have a shareholder credit, maybe you're a past passenger with onboard credits. If you have large onboard credits and you know you're really not going to drink very much, and perhaps you're not going to be purchasing any Wi-Fi on your cruise, and if you think you're going to be removing gratuities, that's a discussion for another video. But if that is you, then probably these packages just aren't worth it. And you do want to calculate that, because you can pay things a la carte, so one at a time, and there's nothing wrong with doing that either. Now, I really do want to know what you think. Are perks packages worth it? Are drink packages worth it? Which packages, by the way, by which cruise lines are the most worth it? Please let me know down in the comments below. There is no wrong or right answer, but I do think The moral of the story is we need to stop overvaluing the amount of alcohol that we are allowed to drink on a cruise, because that is not the true value of these packages. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.